Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. It is a Friday, October 7th. Want to build a door tonight, the upper door for my outbuilding here. But before I do that, I just wanted to bring you along of what I have done in the past few days. I haven't posted a video because I've been doing a lot of trim work, which is very slow. And so, yeah, I'll bring it around and we'll show you what I did. Okay, so as you can see here, I'll just step back and pan out a bit. I have now trimmed out the door, the two windows, the garage door down here. I can't remember in the last video whether I showed you that I did the corners, and this end I've actually put the trim up around the gable end here. On the actual trims, what I'm doing is, this is some of my clear pine. On the front I'm just using clear pine stock that I had, and I'm going to prime all of that and paint it. And the corner boards, as you can see here, they actually go up against the eave work. I had to notch my eave work here, and then I took them up on an angle here and then just brought everything else down to it. Now, because my work up here is actually the the moldings are going out right to the gable trim, the siding is going to stop right there, and then I'll have to pick it up at the top. And so I've got all the four corners on. I've trimmed out around wherever the doors are. I put on some of this, as you can see here, just come around, sorry my camera's focusing, but I also put on Hardie Board there, and I put on Hardie Board up there. Now I'll go up here and just show you kind of what I did. Go up here on the ladder. Now I took a piece of hardwood and I actually made a hardwood sill here and put a little bit of a tilt on it so it's tilted out. So my door is actually going to be just about 1/8 of an inch off of this, and then I'll have a door stop all the way around for seal. But as you can see, these two trims, I actually put the door and the window trim all one piece so I don't have a crack there. So, you know, stuff like that, that's what takes time when you're making all of this as one molding. And at the very top of the windows, I've put on the drip cap. I'm going to put drip cap over here, and then I put drip cap over there. And so my job tonight is to try to get a door for this opening, and I've got to build it. Come down here. Just a couple things that you'll notice. I actually snipe my corners here, so when I put my siding on, I'm going to have to cut around there. It's a little bit more work, but just makes it look a little more finished. So we are going to build a door, and hopefully this will help you kind of get a picture of how to do doors that, you know, this is obviously a very custom size, so you just can't go and buy one. Now you could make your door to, you know, so you could buy something to fit, but you probably spend a small fortune to do it. So I'm going to actually build one, because after all, I am the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. So I'll show you what I have here. Come around. I'm going to normally in my larger doors, like for the doors down here when I build them, I probably will use 2x4 for framing, but because this is a smaller door and I'm going to have Hardie Board on the outside of it, that's what the finish on the outside is going to be, plus trims around it. And I'll put probably 5/8, 3/4 inch plywood on the inside of it. So I'm just going to use my 7/8 inch stock pine. That's going to be my frame. So by the time I get done with 3/4, that's going to make it over 1.5 inches, plus the Hardie Board, which is another 3/8. So now we're getting close to 2 inches thick, plus the trims on it of another 3/4. So you can get the idea. It's going to be a fairly thick door. So I am going to just try to keep this as thin as possible, so that's why I'm using this here. So we're going to lay this out and get it going. Sorry, I had to get some more staples. I found that the 9/16 staples are not working because they won't drive far enough, and then when they do drive, they're breaking off. So I'm using 5/16. Again, once I get the plywood on this, everything will hold. I'm going to glue it. Okay, so that's one side. And I have to be careful. Okay, now that's fairly stable there now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go try that in the hole. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to cut some plywood, put on that. Okay, so we'll come over here. Okay, I'm going to put some adhesive on this. sure it's all lined up. Now I'm using 3/4 inch staples. Make sure everything's lined up. I'm going to try to get a few on these cross members. So they're at 18.5 and 33.25. Hopefully they'll penetrate. Okay. Cautious here. All right. Now, first side's done. Now I'm going to do this side. Okay, so as you can see, now what I'm going to do is I don't have any plywood here that will fit that perfectly. That would be ideal. But what I do have is I have stuff that will go the full length, and I can put it into 2 strips. So that's going to be on the inside, so that's what I'm going to do. This is some plywood I salvaged. I'm going to use 1.25 staples for this and some glue. Glue on both sides. Once this stuff hardens, it'll never go anywhere. That's quite a heavy door. I'm going to clean it up some. Okay, I'll bring you over. We've got the door. I see my battery is pretty much out. I tried to have it charged. So I will try to finish this up. I won't be able to put it on the video, but you can kind of get an idea. Right now, the only thing I have left to do, I'm going to belt sand these edges and get everything smooth. Because as you can see, I left the plywood up a little high. That allows me a little bit of room to smooth any rough edges. And the only other thing I need to do, now that the door is complete, is to put wood trim. Just a square wood trim that's going to be white around here, because the middle is going to be green, the forest green, the same color as the building, and then it's going to have a white trim around it. So that is how you make a specialized door, and I'll bring you along perhaps tomorrow on another video of how it, how I install it up there and what that's going to look like. But for now, because my battery's just about done, I'm going to call it a night for you, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow with another video. But until then, you have a great day, and please like and subscribe.